going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it really raw, really real, really uncut. The reason why you are struggling to lose the weight is because you literally don't have self-control. Like, you really don't. Like, if there's pizza in front of you, if there's cookies, if there's pasta, you lack self-control and you lack discipline. And I'm only telling you this because this is literally what my problem was when I gained 30 pounds. I lost it and I never gained it back, okay? And this is not to shame anybody. This is for specific individuals that are truly trying to figure this weight gain journey, weight loss journey, really figure it out. And I'm, this. And so I was able to, sorry about that, guys. So I was able to lose 30 pounds and never gain it back. And it's because I did these exact things that I'm about to tell you, okay? If you're in front of donuts and cookies and pizza and you literally can't walk past it, like if you're at a dinner party or you are with the coworkers or you are with the family and there's pizza on the menu or there's pasta on the menu and you know that you are in this specific season of losing the weight and getting in front of your health, there's a real issue there. And that's just the honest truth. So I had to come to that conclusion with myself when it came to pastries, donuts. I literally would have to physically drive out of the way to not eat certain, so I wouldn't stop and get Krispy Kreme donuts, okay? I would be driving home from work and drive past my favorite mom and pop bakery shop and literally have to have a conversation with myself in the car to not stop and get a pastry, and 50% of the time I failed. And you might say, okay, Ciana, this is a little harsh, this is a little much, but it's just the truth. Like, you lack self-control and you lack self-discipline. And I can only tell you that because I know what it's like. It's also really scary because what happens is you think you're in control. Like, you think that, this is what's scary about it. So you think that, oh, well, I'm just living, or I'm just enjoying myself, or I'm just, enjoying myself with the family, and I'll start Monday, I'll start next month, I'll start next month, I'll start next season, right? But the whole time what's really happening is it's your brain trying to convince you, like, of a good reason to get the dopamine hit from the sugar or from the starches or from the pasta. Okay, so it's almost like our own brain is working against us in this way. And it's just the truth. Like, I have to tell you the truth. This is part of the Brutally Honest series. And with people that are in my actual real life, I am very blunt and very straightforward with them. And I was like, I need to start doing that with the community that I'm connecting with, because I actually really want you to change. Like, this is not for anyone that's happy with their weight, anyone that's happy with their body. This is not for you. This is for people that are feeling that nudge, feeling that desire, feeling, honestly, having confidence issues, having health issues because of the weight. And it could be because you don't have self-discipline. You do not have self-control. So let me give you a real life example in the moment of what I did the last 2 days. And when I give you this example, you'll see what I mean, because most people probably would have done option A, but I did option B. And if you really want this, you're going to choose option B. So I am visiting family. My nephew just turned 4. Of course, at 4-year-old birthday parties, what is there? There's tons of snacks. There's tons of sugar. There's tons of pizza. There's tons of cake. There's tons of cookies. 2, 3, 4 years ago, I would have completely overindulged. And people that know me that might pop in on this live are going to validate that. They're going to say, yeah, Ciana would go in. And then what I would do is I would binge on all of like the cookies and snacks and all that and just say, well, I'm just living. I'm going to enjoy myself. What would happen is I would do that, go back to my regular routine, and immediately feel remorse, immediately feel bad. And then I would go the exact opposite and like go undernourished, right? Like just like doing green juices only, or just doing salads, and that's not good either, right? Like you want to hit all your macros in a healthy way. So I was like, I have to get in front of this. Like, why am I binging, right? So now what I do, so the scenario came up again, right? Where it's my nephew's birthday, all these amazing treats are around. And I literally, so this is for me, I'm going to suggest this as something that really worked for me to overcome this. Instead of just having a bite, or having one slice of pizza, or having, you know, one cookie, 1.5 cookies instead of 6, I just said 0. I just said, I'm not doing any of it. Okay. And here's why. Before, okay, so this is going to help some of you. What happens is most of us can't just eat one cookie when we're trying to be on this health journey. Most of us can't slice. What happens is those taste buds are going off. All the alarms are going off on how amazing it is. And most of the time what happens is it's like, you know what, forget it. Let me just go ahead and have the normal slices and I'll start on Monday. Okay. But then it's like you're always in the loop of starting on Monday. Like it's just so hard to break out of the cycle. So this time around, and I've been doing this the last few, all the children in my birthday, or in my family, you know, they've had, several of them have had birthdays. And I've done this the last like 1.5 years, and it's really worked for me. And I feel like this is why I've lost, like if you see on my community tab, I've been losing like some pounds. I'm more so doing body recomposition at this stage, but it's because of choices like I'm explaining. So I know myself. I know that if I have one slice of pizza, I'm going to have 6. Like, unfortunately, it is what it is, right? So some of us have to just reason with ourselves, like meet ourselves where we're at. If you know you really realistically can't have just one slice of pizza, just go out of your way. Yes, it's just one season of your life. It's one season, maybe 2 seasons. When I say season, whenever I refer to seasons, I'm referring to 90 days, 90-day increments, like literally like the seasons, like winter, summer, spring, all that. 90 days. Let me take a sip. I know you love yourself enough to do this. I know you believe in yourself enough to do this. I know you can overcome this moment. It's just a season, maybe 2 seasons. And then once you overcome it, you're going to feel so amazing and so happy to where you actually have no remorse. And then you end up continuing. So tell yourself, this is what I told myself this particular time, as all the pizza was in front of me. I said, Ciana, this is what I'm literally telling myself. I said, Ciana, you have your own personal goals that you're trying to hit. So it's nobody's business. Okay. Oh, Ciana, it's only one. It's only one. It is only one. And I'm going to have pizza again in my life. Like I've had hundreds of thousands of slices of pizza in my life, and I will continue to have thousands of slices of pizza. But in this particular season, I can skip out on pizza. Like it's just, you know what I mean? It's one event. Like it's fine. So I'm telling myself I have my personal goals, that I'm really proud of myself for having good momentum, number one. Number two is I am reasoning with myself and saying, Ciana, look, you know yourself. If you have one slice of pizza, you will overindulge, and then you will have the remorse, and then you will be set back 2 weeks, because this is just the harsh reality, especially if you're a woman. This is just what it is. Accept it, adjust to it, and when you adjust to it, things become easy, and you'll see what I'm saying in a second. As we continue to age, when we have the setbacks, it gets harder and harder to get back on balance. So when you do a splurging for 1 weekend, okay, it takes 3 weeks to make up for the 3 days that we went in, arguably even longer. Every year that goes by. So why do it to yourself? Is it worth it? Think about it like this. It's sometimes it's too expensive with our time. Like, think about the timing being the money here. Is it worth me going in on all this pizza, which I'm not going to really feel that great? Like, to be honest, it feels so good while it's just in my actual mouth and my taste buds are going off. But once I've swallowed the food, and then after the 6 slices of pizza, I feel full, I feel lethargic, I feel heavy. I probably, I don't usually sleep that well when I'm going on to sleep on that much pizza. So there's always that. I'm like, it's too expensive. Like, it's too expensive. Then, because I'm going to feel wild tomorrow, like I'm going to feel like just out of it again tomorrow, now I'm probably going to say, look, I have a travel day tomorrow. Let me just do it again. No big deal. Let me just do it again, because I'm going to start on Monday. And then now, guess what? The last 2 weeks of healthy, balanced, nutritional eating and healthy activity, I just set myself back. I just wiped those 2 weeks away with the 2 days. This is the harsh reality. Okay? And if it's something that you really want, if you're trying to get in front of your weight for health reasons, for aesthetics, for whatever your goals are, these are the tiny micro moments that we kind of overlook and don't think about. And then we're feeling like we're always in loop. We're feeling like we're in a loop. Like, why can't I just lose the weight? Like, why is it like I lose 1 pound, gain 3, lose 1.5 pounds, gain 4, lose 2 pounds, gain 6? Like, what is happening here? This is the moment that I'm talking about. So yesterday, someone could have looked at me, okay, a family member, a friend, and said, look, Ciana, I feel bad for her, right? I feel bad for you, Ciana. I'm over there enjoying my amazing, tasty, high protein salad. Okay, wherever we were at, they had like a buffet salad area. Super tasty salad, super satiating. They're looking at me stuffing all their faces, which is great. Like, we don't have different goals. Like, they're fine and healthy too. We just have different goals. So they're feeling bad for me. I'm feeling amazing. I'm going to bed on a nice feeling stomach. I'm waking up. I'm getting my steps in. I'm feeling great. I'm waking up not fatigued, not feeling full, right? And then I don't feel like I have to go splurge because I ruined it, right? Some of you guys are going to vibe with me on what I'm talking about. Like, there's a specific group of women, and I know that this is a open live, so I'm sure the trolls are going crazy. But this is for a specific group of women, men too, but mainly women know what I'm talking about when it comes to this, because it's the same loop that we're involved in. And so just one time, maybe 2 times, maybe 3 in your life, just skip out. Don't even do the 1 slice. Don't even do it. Get to your level. So let's just say you wanted to lose 15 pounds, and losing like 10 pounds, 15 pounds is actually pretty hard to do, because you're still like within like a decently healthy range, depending on your height. Like, your blood work's going to probably come back fine, but like, you just don't feel confident. Like, you're just not as confident as you used to be, right? So it's so hard to lose that last bit. So instead of just saying, hey, I want to balance this out and do one slice of pizza, one helping of pasta, skip out on it, continue the momentum for 90 days, for 60 days, 90 days, okay? Maybe even going into 120 days. Then once you've lost, feeling amazing, you've lost the weight, then you can have the 3 slices. Because A, you now have created a high level amount of a discipline for yourself. Okay, number 1. Number 2, you have developed some level of a workout fitness routine. Okay. Number 3, you now know that eating the pizza is just fuel. So you can have the pizza, eat 3 slices, enjoy yourself. Don't feel like you have to only have 1. Eat the normal 3 that you probably want to eat. Then the next day, hit the weights, because you've now learned how to get your routine together with your fitness. You now have learned how to lift weights. You know, you've now learned that you are actually using all those calories as fuel for the gym. Now you're turning that fuel into muscle, right? Like, it's this whole healthy experience. It's a way healthier experience than like staring at the 1 slice of pizza, not even barely enjoying the 1 slice of pizza, because you're like, I really want 4 slices, you know, like this is whack. Like, I don't want to just have 1. I want to have 4. And so, oh wow, they're just really not going to let me in. Okay, that's cool. So they're like, you're like, I want, like, I'm not even enjoying this 1 slice of pizza, because like I'm eating it and it's a one and done. It's a one and done. And so then, and then you're sitting there, because now your body is like, ooh, like it just had the pizza. So you're like, man, let me just have 1 more. Like 1 more is not going to be that big of a deal. And then now you're eating the slices. And I know I'm going in on this one specific thing, but these tiny moments are like, it's actually what pushes you to the next level of your discipline. So just have just have none. This is what I did. This is a suggestion as someone who has been through it, who is headed for the next decade of her life with the number 4 on it. And this is just what's worked for me. Let me know what you guys are doing. Let me know what's worked for you. Please let me know. I would love to hear it, because not everybody's different, right? But if you feel like you keep hitting a plateau, you might just have to completely eliminate a couple of these starchy, heavy food groups. And then once you get in front of it, then you can actually really genuinely enjoy it. So you have the 1 slice of pizza, then you're eating it, not even like it's torturous, because you're like, I'm only going to be able to eat 1. Then you're looking at everybody else eating 5. It's just like, just don't do it to yourself. So I either A, will choose a healthier option at the restaurant that I'm at. Number 2, I'll eat before I go somewhere. And I just tell everybody, yeah, like now I'm so confident with it. And I'll just be like, oh yeah, I have some tight goals right now. And then, really, well, what are they? And I'm like, I'm just tightening up. I'm just doing body recomposition. And then sometimes they won't tell you this. They won't tell you. They'll never admit it. But some people really admire your discipline and wish that they can do it. Some people really admire your discipline. So they're over there trying to like peer pressure you into like eating, because they don't want to feel like bad, because like they also have been complaining about their weight, but they're like not doing anything about it. So people, I don't know, it's just human nature. It's like they just want to draw you in and say, well, no, like let's start together next month or next. And it's like, no, I'm ready today. I'm ready right now. I'm ready today. I'm not doing another month. I'm not doing another week. I'm not doing another second going by. I'm not letting this opportunity pass me by while I'm super motivated and inspired to just try to hit the reset button again. Every day as we become, more seasoned adults, it's just harder. We're more sedentary, because the lifestyles just kind of force us into a more sedentary lifestyle, unless you really have set up set yourself up for success with that. So that's another thing as well that we have to take into account. You're more sedentary. Okay, there's more stresses. A lot of adults are using stress eating to cope with the reality of bills and children and kids and, what comes along with children and, inflation and maybe there's family issues. Maybe someone is sick and like whatever it is, it's just more difficult. So the peer pressure, as you continue to say no, as you continue to stand in your power and say, yeah, you know what? I'm actually just gonna, have a piece of baked chicken and some broccoli. Let them make fun of you. Like, trust me, in 90 days, when that suit is hitting them shoulders and hitting that physique, right? When that dress is hitting them curves, when that stomach is a little flatter, when the energy levels are coming back, when you're feeling lighter in your body and you're like, you know what? I'm just feeling lighter in my body. I'm feeling confident. Like I'm like noticing my face thinning out. I'm noticing that I just like, I don't know, there's just like a couple changes going on and I'm really liking it. Trust me, the results taste better than the pizza. Let me say that again. The results of the work that you're putting in and the discipline that you're putting in literally taste better than that slice of pizza. Period. Trust me. So that's what I've been doing. So the last 2 days, I've been going to Whole Foods. You guys, some of you guys who have been on lives with me have been seeing this. I've been going to Whole Foods. I have been, I bought a couple of groceries. So I've been having salads at the house with some beans. I haven't been able to really go in because it's not my kitchen. It's my brother's kitchen. But, I've been doing what I have to do. And still intermittent fasting. Like I'm not eating the first 2 to 3 hours when I have been waking up out here. I've been doing actually longer fasts just because in the morning, I don't have like all my own supplies or whatever. So I'm just like, oh, let me just take the opportunity to fast. And then once the kids wake up, I'll spend time with the kids and then I'll go like grab lunch or whatever at Whole Foods, like in the hot food section. And that's what's worked for me. I'm not saying that will work for you, but figure out what will. Like, don't just say, okay, well, it's holiday season. It's time for me to gain 15 pounds. And then I'm going to start in the hole come 2025. And then I'm going to be hearing myself doing the repetitive banter of complaining about my body, my weight, my confidence. Like, just let this be the year. Like, let 2024 be the year. Like, think of Kobe Bryant, like 24. Like, he was the best at discipline. Like, just think about it. Like, go into your Kobe Bryant season. Like, I don't know what you got to do to convince yourself to just figure this out, but like, get past those moments. Like, you can do this. You can. It's possible. It's just a craving. It's just a sugar addiction. It's just a fried chicken. You're not addicted to chicken. You're addicted to the friedness of it, right? Like the bad oils. And some of us might have to do a parasite cleanse. Some of us might have to do a candida cleanse, like if you literally like are like, I physically can't. This is funny. One of someone I know was like, well, I keep hearing that I need to listen to what my body's telling me to do, to eat, but my body is telling me to eat fried chicken or my body's telling me to eat pasta. Like, my body's telling me to eat French fries. No, that's not your body. That could be parasites. Like, when we were all born, babies aren't craving fried chicken when they come out of the womb. Like, they get introduced to fried chicken and French fries and whatever, they get introduced to the pasta. And I'm not saying that stuff is bad, but it's like, at the end of the day, we weren't born to be eating those things. Those are introduced, which which is fine again, but let's be real here. So let me go ahead and see what y'all are saying. I'm gonna actually get some gas here and see what y'all are saying as I'm getting this gas. I haven't been able to read anything. Thank you, Hallie and Patrick. I'm sure you have had to go in. Ooh, sorry. I'm not driving anymore, so don't worry, guys. I'm allowed to touch the camera now because I'm trying to get this to I got to get a new mount. I just got this mount too, and I like it, but it's not, it's like my phone is too heavy for it or something. But go ahead and like the video if you guys are vibing with what I'm talking about, because this is the reality. This is what I've done. This is what I do. When I'm out of town or on vacation, I just kind of look at the vacation, and just say, okay, is this worth it? Is this worth it? Is the next 72 hours of me not moving my body, eating sugar, and to be honest, you guys, I'm going to be really real with you guys. The only thing that I've done outside of my norm, I've still been working out. I've still been moving my body. And especially with the children, I've been like, I actually play with them. Like I'll pick them up, throw them around. I'm running back and forth. Like if my brother was on here, you know, he'd be able to vouch for me. So I've been burning my calories, right? The only thing that I've done that's outside of the norm, and I'm like, Ciana, this is what you're talking about. But it's like, you know, I gotta chill. So these pecans, oh my gosh. Okay. So we went to this, it's like an ice cream parlor, I guess you could say. Yeah, ice cream parlor place. And these pecans are so fire. These pecans were the best pecans I've ever had. I was like, oh my gosh, they're like dipped in like this caramelized toffee stuff. Literally, we were all like, we have to, they were so good that I went to the register and I said, can I buy just the toffee pecans? Because I'm like, okay, there's pecans. They're pecans. I'm a vegan. I'm plant-based. I need the protein anyway. But the sugar, I didn't have to, like, I didn't have to do that, right? But I'm like, they're pecans. It's okay. Like, I'm okay. Like, it's not like a whole thing, a pasta. Like, it's okay. You guys, nope. I had it. They were so good. I went back up to the register. They're like, we literally don't even have that on the menu. Like, you can't even order pecans. And I said, what can we do? Because like these pecans are hitting right now. Toffee wrapped, caramelized, whatever they were. I was like, these are hitting. You can overcharge me. Like, what do we need to do? That was like the addiction, my like sugaraholic, you know, permanent lifetime issue that I'm always going to try to be overcome was speaking. I was like, well, what do we need to do? So they charged me for like, I forgot what it was. And literally I had them. I enjoyed them. I had them, enjoyed them. I was like, it's fine. I'm like, pecans are not going to, like, you guys see how much I work out. I post it all the time. But my skin really reacts to sugar. Like it comes out in my skin, which I guess it's a blessing and a curse, because it's an indicator. Ciana, you're having too much sugar. Like I will start to break out. Boom. Right when I had it, next day, woke up. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, you know? And so they were so bummed that my brother's wife bought, I guess they have like a similar version at Costco. She bought a whole thing. And I was like, oh, you know? But I was like, you know what? I can do this. Like so I hid them. I put them on top of the refrigerator and pushed them back, because I did, what works for me is out of sight, out of mind. It works really well for me. So if I don't see them, it's like I don't crave them. But then all of a sudden when I see them, it's like, I'm like, ooh, okay, let me just have a couple. So I hid them from myself. And then people were like, where'd the pecans go? And I'm like, they're on the top of the refrigerator. I just have to do that for myself. They can't just be sitting out, because I will eat all of them and whatever. So I'm just being transparent. Like, you know, even someone might be like, Ciana, that is so silly. Like, just live your life. But then guess what? Now I have like a couple breakouts and they hurt. Like, any women that actually break out, like, and have reactions to sugar, like, know what it hurts. And I'm like, great. Was the pecans, the sugar, not regular, just raw pecans caramelized with toffee. I was like, was that worth it? Like, did I gain any weight? No, but I gained a breakout and now it hurts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I have to deal with, like, I paid the price for that. So I hope that this helps. Like, this is the reality of like the kind of decisions that you need to just admit to yourself. Like, Is it going to hit your goals, your skin goals, your health goals, your blood sugar goals, your blood work goals? Do you need to do a detox? Do you need to clean your gut? Do you need to do these things? And that's how you're going to actually start to see a real change in your body. So getting rid of sugar, getting rid of the starches, getting rid of all that stuff for 90 days straight. I'm telling you, other fitness experts are going to tell you not to do what I'm saying, but I'm just telling you what I have suggested to women and what I do, and it works. Just self-discipline yourself for 90 days to just eradicate it for 90 days. Get in front of it. Then when you actually do it, then you're fine. So for example, because I never have toffee pecans, I went in on the pecans. Then when I had to face the decision again, because I have self-discipline, I have that muscle now. I'm like, I know what the strategy I need to do is hide them from myself. Before, 3 years ago, I wouldn't have done that. 3 years ago, I would have been like, I'm going in. Like these toffee pecans are getting slaughtered off, and I'll probably do another round, and then I'll just go extra hard the other way and then completely deprive myself, and then feel like just like this really bad relationship with like balance. So I now know, I'm like, nope. And you know what really has helped me with that journey is fasting. Fasting has helped me understand that I don't have to cope with like a moment of anxiety or a moment of stress or a moment of overthinking or a moment of like, what I would do too, it's very innocent. Like some of the things, it's like, oh, I want to get organized right now. Let me sit down, let me put on a good podcast and let me snack. Well, I don't need to snack while I'm getting organized. Like I really don't. Like I don't need to snack and write in my journal. I don't need to snack and write in my calendar. I don't need to snack and then edit my videos. Like, so once I did the intermittent fasting and fasting in general, number one, it gets you closer to God. So that's numero uno. But number two, I was like, okay, I can feel it. I can see it now. I'm kind of like, I want to list out some stuff. I want to write a to-do list, but I want to do it while I'm snacking. And I'm like, I don't need to have both. I don't need to have both. Does anyone feel me? Like, do you guys know what I'm saying? Does anyone else do that? You don't need to snack. You are a snack. But you know what I'm saying? Like, are you guys feeling me? Am I the only one that is like going through this internal dialogue? Let me know. I need a visual, or I need a virtual nod with liking the video, because that's the only way, or just commenting. Right? No, a pecan Snickers doesn't even sound good right now for some reason. Yes, even in Overeaters Anonymous, they talk about abstaining because moderation. Oh, okay. See, I didn't even know that, Hallie. I didn't even know. Overeaters Anonymous. Hold on, I'm just gonna screenshot. I've never heard of that. Is that like a like kind of like a AA for eating? Because I want to research that. I did not know that. Because here's the thing, I tried it. Like doing the moderation, like what does that even mean? Okay, no, let me backtrack. It means something different to everybody. So for example, in Italy, right? They're known for, from my understanding, they're known for drinking wine. Like wine is very much a part of the culture. But when you look at their wine, like their serving of wine compared to our gauntlet, so an American can say, well, I only have one glass of wine a day. And then an Italian that lives in Italy can say, I have one glass of wine a day, but like, it's like this, and then this is an American one. Do you know what I'm saying? So like an American could say, well, I am doing moderation because I'm only having one. But the reality is like, we're already over in America. We like things big. We like a lot. We like big portions. We like feasting. Like we are just some hearty human beings, you know what I'm saying? And so moderation is different for everybody. So when you're telling somebody, well, just eat in moderation. Well, someone could be like, well, I am. Like, I only do it once a day. Or someone else could be like, well, yeah, I only do it a couple times a week. No. When it comes to sugar and aging, when it comes to eating starch and aging, that's not moderation. You know what I'm saying? But see, and I think your name is Raby. Moderation means less, but like what? That's too ambiguous. Like that can mean less is different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's why I want to give these real, like, reality in the moment, realistic examples of like the struggles of actually what's happened this particular weekend, because that's what I mean. It's like you can have a fitness coach and they say, well, just do okay, you're going on vacation, do moderation, eat less. But what does that mean? You know what I mean? Valerie says, I go through this. I just don't talk to others about it. Well, maybe one of my good friends, because she's experiencing the same thing. This is what I mean. Like, we go through this, but like, we see everybody else just kind of like eating whatever, living their life, like not having any fitness goals. Like, you know, especially if you live in a city where, like, I live in LA, so everybody's like always trying to be fit and healthy, but it's easier for me to be motivated. But I do empathize with other people that live in cities where like that's not a thing. Like, actually, you kind of get made fun of if you're thinking about like health and fitness and like meal prepping and all that. So you kind of keep it to yourself, and then it's like you're struggling on the inside. You know what I mean? Like, you're literally like over here going through torture while it looks like everybody else is enjoying life. And you're like, well, I'm enjoying life. Like, I'm eating the pasta, but then I know I'm going to wake up and like kind of beat myself up for it because I'm trying to lose like this extra 20 pounds. Like, I need to get in front of my health. You know what I mean? Hamid said, Americans eat 3 burgers at a time. Yes, that is very true. Like, literally, if my brother's on here, I don't think he'll care. But like my brother, like they all went to In-N-Out, and I was like, well, I'm going to Whole Foods. I don't care if they talk about me behind my back. I don't care if they're, you know, going in on me and making fun of me. And they came back with their In-N-Out, and I was like, what'd you get? Like, a triple dipple. And he was like, oh no, I just got a double. But it's like, it's a double. I mean, he's 6'3", 6'2", 6'3". Like, he like moves, he's very active for the job that he has. He'll be fine. He's in his early 30s. He's fine. But like, that's going to catch up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and he was like, yep. And everybody's going in on the triples, on the doubles, on the animal style fries. And I'm over there with you guys saw what I was eating the other day. I'm over there with my chickpeas, my broccoli, my what else was in it? My spinach. You know what I'm saying? So and it was tasty. It was tasty. I felt amazing. While I was eating it, I didn't feel like I was having FOMO. I didn't have like man, you know, I should just get a vegan version at In-N-Out. They don't sell vegan meat. So really it's just an In-N-Out grilled cheese at the end of the day. It's just cheese with bread. I mean, it is still really good. I've had it before, but I'm just like, no. I would rather have really, really tasty, healthy food. That is my triple dipple. Like, that's my quadruple. You know what I mean? Like, that was satisfying to me. So find things that will, like, you know, make you feel like you're not missing out. Make you feel like just as good as if you were to eat a double. You know what I mean? I've actually seen a quadruple before. I have. Why healthy people are foodies. I'm a foodie. I went in on food. I've been going in on food this whole time. It's just been food that grows from the earth. It's been tasty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been going in on the food. I've been loving what I've been eating. And it's cool because the Whole Foods out here in the city that I'm in, they have like different variety than in LA. Like, I mean, they have really good variety in LA too, but I don't know if it's like a regional thing, but there's like cool, like there's some really good options. And I'm in a safe area too. It's like there's families walking around and yeah. But you know what I'm saying? What comes out of you defiles you, not what you put in. I don't eat seafood, and I really wish that I would have never stopped because I love seafood. You know, I might pray on it. One day I might start eating seafood again. Because I really like find myself craving seafood, and it might be because of like the omega, like my body might actually be craving what's in the seafood, like the omega-3s and stuff like that. Or maybe I might at least start taking fish oil supplements. My grandma used to take them, and, you know, do that or something. Just reading what you all are saying. Oh yeah, I've been doing, my community knows, I've been doing 4 p.m., not eating after 4 p.m. At least like this time around. Of course, I've had to break that, which is fine. You know, being that I'm on, I don't even know what to call it. Cause I mean, I'm just at my brother's house. So I feel weird calling it vacation, but you know, I guess like a vacation in a way. So I'm like, okay, that's just doing too much. So I don't need to do the 4 p.m. while I'm out here for a few days. But I'll be right back on it. And I love it. I love doing the 4 p.m. I've been going to sleep with like the emptiest feeling stomach. And I just wake up with like so much more energy, not eating, like 4, 5, 6 hours until I go to sleep, you know, something about it. It says, Avina, do you mean like highlighting their name in your comment? I think you could only do it on a computer. I would say loosely, yeah. Like, do I have a strict schedule? I guess loosely, but I don't know if strict is the right word I would call it. It's more so of a standard. I have a standard, and like I don't fall below it. I'll get close to it sometimes where I'm like, ooh, okay, this is my baseline, you know? So like, for example, like my baseline is, you know, not eating and then going right to sleep. Like I won't do that. Even if I'm on vacation, like I'll skip it. I'll just be like, okay, I'm going to go into fasting mode and I'll skip. But so that's a baseline, right? Like I feel crazy. And I think most people do. They just are so used to it. Like they're numbed out. They're numb to the feeling of like going to sleep on an empty stomach and then not understanding why they like are super lethargic in the morning. They're like, oh, whatever. It's just because I'm groggy or it's been a long week. No, I mean, you slaughtered off a bunch of beer and chicken wings and then you knocked out. You know what I mean? I'm just reading what you all are saying. You can do it on YouTube browser. I'm not sure what you guys are referring to with the highlighted comment or the highlighted name. Mick Swagger, I like that name. Mick Swagger says, ever since I stopped eating so late, my stomach is very settled. I used to always feel like my stomach was growling or turning at night. And I've also grown from that as well. Like, I'll now go to sleep with my stomach growling, but like I'm not really like I'll be fine, right? Like the stomach growling, I'll just go to sleep. It's not like I'm gonna pass out or be starving, or it's just like my body's saying, okay, well, we're used to you feeding it, so we're ready again, you know. But I don't actually like need to eat. It's just kind of like my stomach saying, hey, we're ready for fuel. But like you also like, then once you get past the growling, and then you kind of can tell, like you're like, oh well, my stomach's not really growling anymore, and like I'm fine. Like I really don't need to eat. So if you could just get past the growling, it's like, I think that's when our body, and don't quote me on, I have no idea, but I almost feel like it's like you get past the growling, you already ate for the day, you get past the growling, and then your body kind of like kicks over into using, like starting to burn fat. Again, I'm not a healthcare professional. I'm not a professional nutritionist. Do your own research on that. But like, I don't need, like, you don't need to eat. You just don't. You don't need to eat at 10 p.m. and go to sleep at 12. You don't need to eat at 11 and then 11 p.m. and go to sleep at midnight. All it really is at that point is just cravings. Truly. That's all it really is. It's just cravings. And if you can just get past the cravings and that's why fasting is so beautiful, because you just understand, like, it's mind over matter. Like you're tapping into something like on a spiritual level, like you're partnering with God. Like, okay, I really don't need the double. I'm just bored, you know, or it's just out of habit, or it's just a craving. And then the more you do it, it's like, it's like nothing. So I can be in front of people now. Like, actually, I'll show you guys. It was cake. It wasn't torture at all for me. Oh man, is this phone gonna die? Every time. You know why my phones have been dying? Because I've been at my brother's house and like all the chargers and everything are taken up. But I'll show you all. It might have, let me see if it updated on my iPad, because you know when the storage gets backed up, and let me see. I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about. I hope it backed up. If not, then I won't be able to show you guys what I'm saying. Nope, it didn't yet. Actually, I don't think I've been logged into my brother's Wi-Fi now that I think of it. Anyways, you guys know what pizza looks like, but I was going to show you like the abundance of pizza that I was in front of yesterday. Not one issue. 3 years ago, I would have really been like, okay, Ciana, just keep going. You're fine. You don't need it. You have this tasty salad. Like, you don't even need to have one bite. You're not going to enjoy just having one bite. Like, what's the point of that? Just wait 90 days and then have the normal 3 slices of pizza, then turn it into fuel. Like, just don't do it. Like, just get past this moment. Like I would really have to talk to myself like that. And now I was like eating my salad. Like it was no torture. That's true. Everyone's metabolism is different, and everything that I'm talking about right now, and I'm happy you said that. Everything that I'm talking about is just more so if you come across my channel and you've been really struggling and you're like, I just need some other ideas. I just need to try new things. I just need to like get some inspiration. I just need to, I just need to switch it up. It's not working for me. This is what this more so is. So nothing I'm saying could even work for you. Not for you specifically, but just for anybody. Like, people can come across my page and be like, this is all BS, and that's fine. But there's a certain section of women that this is going to work for. I know it because this is the stuff I've been preaching about for years. And it's worked. Let's see. I eat tons of Thai food and Indian food. I mean, that's a good look. If you want to keep things flowing and moving, Thai food, Indian food, the spices. So like when I had, my Whole Foods the other day, it was Indian food, and things, are continuing to operate as they should, because of like that heavy spice. So that is a really great way. Like, fall in love with Thai food, fall in love with Indian food. You will always be having a continuous flow, if you guys know what I'm saying. I'll eat, I'll fast for 10 to 20 or even 30 days. But if I go longer, I start getting very angry and agitated and with the smallest things. That's interesting. Mac Mark says close to 6K. Wow. Oh my gosh. I need to look at my, look at the analytics. Let's see. It's Mac CB, or I'm sorry, it's me CB. Says you're making a lot of sense. A lot of us on this live don't want to hear it, but yeah, M lady, very good speak. Eat late, you can wait. Oh, I like that. I like that. Eat, wait, you can wait. I like that. We all struggle with diff food moods. Yeah. I mean, it's true. And like, there might be one thing you take away and implement, I always learn things from you guys. Like Hallie just said, the Eaters Anonymous. I didn't even know what that was. I'm going to definitely dive deep into that, because I think that's very fascinating that there is, because I think I probably, not now, but I think I probably should have been part of a group like that, like 5 years ago, because I was really struggling with overeating and then going the opposite way of like completely starving and then binging and then starving and then binging, starving. Like it wasn't healthy. And on the outside, I looked like, I thought I was being healthy, because I thought I was like, oh, well, I'm making up for all the sugar and pasta and stuff I ate. But then I was like really under eating, only doing the green juice, I was having no protein. I already am just mainly plant-based. I wasn't eating beans. I would just literally do green juice, maybe a protein shake, only a 20-gram protein shake, salad with like nothing on it. And then just like be like operating on very low energy. And my hair was a lot thinner too. When I look back at pictures, like, I'll show you, I'll do another live, but my hair was way thinner and it was shorter. And then now, since I have a more healthy relationship with like the balance and not the binging, and understanding that binging for 7 days straight on vacation and then under eating and only doing green juice and salad for 3 weeks, that's not healthy either. And I thought it was. So I think there was like, I don't know. I thought it was innocent what I was doing, but I was like, wait, something is wrong. Something is going on. Like, something ain't right. Like, this just isn't it. I need to refigure this out, and I need to hit the recalibration button. Yep, 80. Oh, I didn't know that's what it was called. Hachihara. Practice Hachihara. Eat 80% instead of 100%. Yep. That works really, really well. And I think that has a lot to do with your relationship with food. Like, you're at 80% and you really just sit with yourself and, you know what? Like, I'm fine. Like, yeah, I could eat 7 more bites, but I'm good to go. Like, I don't need to continue. So just putting the 80% on your plate to begin with, so you're not even battling with potentially having to force yourself not to have the extra few bites. Like, that's a big thing too, is like kind of getting out of this torturous way of like putting ourselves in these situations where we have to battle with stuff. Just get rid of the junk food. Like, just, why are we even having it in there and then thinking we're going to do moderation? Like, just get it out for a year, get it out for 90 days, get it out for 6 months, and get in front of your food issues, and then start to incorporate some things. That's just what's worked for me, I don't know if that would work for everybody, but it really does work if you just like get past the first 2 weeks and then find things that are like, there's tasty, healthy food, by the way. Like, I don't feel like I've been lacking at all. I was just in Portugal and Ireland, and everyone was fit and healthy. Did you ask them by any chance, like, why? Like, what do they, like, what their lifestyle is or what they eat? Like, why that was? Let's see. Valerie says, you going all or none and not in between. Yeah. It depends on how bad you want it, you know? Raby says, some foods have like more nutrient blockers when you cook them versus eating them. That's true. I'm learning that too, like learning that slowly on like what you should cook, what should just be eaten raw. And then even like cooking things and eating it immediately, because even when you let it sit, it's like then the nutrients is, you know, also dead. So there's just a lot. It's a lot, but it's okay. We're just going to keep inching along. We're not going to let it overwhelm us. We're going to keep learning, keep growing, keep becoming food experts together, and just keep it going. Oh yeah, I love the Blue Zone. I love the Blue Zone. Just like research. It's just so fascinating. Let's see. Mick Swagger says, gotta retrain your body. It's just like running your car on a certain gas. Yep. It's true. Just reading what some of your other comments. Let's see. It's me, CB says, I understand. You got to find what's right for you, as do we all. I do want to say, off topic, you look like a young Maya. Early 2000s. So beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I get that about 15 times a day. Good night, Valerie. Oh, you're in Atlanta? Okay, get your sleep. So I'm actually going to use this opportunity to get gas and probably hop off the live because we've been, oh wow, it's been an hour. Wow. I feel like it's been 15 minutes because I just love this stuff so much. But definitely, if you guys are vibing with me, send my page to anyone that needs this. I'm going to be going hard. I don't know where this is coming from, but I am going to be going hard for the next however many days left of the year there is until December 31st, and talk about these like real topics and just real conversations. Because you know what it is? Because I love consuming this information from professionals. But sometimes the professionals, it's like they get very scientific, which is great. I do love the science behind stuff too. But I think like what's missing is just like actual real microscopic moments that we struggle with. It's like the tiny little moments that like teeter-totter us like and hover us right in between hitting our goals and not. And it's like these small little decisions. So that's the kind of stuff that I want to talk about. That's why I think I want to go on every day, because there's like different realistic scenarios that come up and I'm like, okay, let me talk about this scenario and see if this is resonating, if like this is what people go through. Like right now, I'm going to go get some gas and, you know, I'm hungry, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm hungry right now. I could go in here and get a protein bar, which is like processed and crappy, or I can wait and go to Whole Foods. I can wait 15 more minutes. Come on, Ciana, you got this. 15 more minutes to go to Whole Foods and get an $11 healthy plate of food. Like this is like this exact moment is what people go through. And then they'll go in and they'll get the peanut butter, the Butterfinger. They'll get the Snickers, right? I'm on vacation, whatever. And then that's the very thing. It just keeps like, it just keeps the roll. I was talking about the 4,000 watch hours, the 365. It keeps us in that hamster wheel. So definitely like, definitely subscribe. Post my page, post this video. I am gonna replay this, or I'm gonna upload it as a replay. Add this to your community tab if there's somebody else that can benefit from this. Also, I'm giving away a free, really nice and soft and cozy heated blanket for the winter, just as a thank you for tapping in with my page. I just love giving away like just things that are needed and things that are just, I don't know, cozy and fun and useful. So you do have to be in the United States. So that may change in the future, but right now you have to be in the United States. So go ahead and click the link in the description. It'll say November giveaway. So you just literally just do your first name and your email and you're entered. And I'm going to pick a winner December 1st. And that is really all that I have. So I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your evening. I appreciate all of you, and we will talk tomorrow. Bye. I do have an Instagram. It's in the description as well. Bye.